Hello everybody and welcome to another video of Goodbye New Horizons, which is an Animal Crossing New Horizons project, and I am the project lead, Froggy, or basically the only person making this project. Now, I have seen quite a few comments asking what the project is about, and I did make a video in the past explaining what it was about, but maybe I didn't do a good job explaining it, or I just didn't link that video, which is probably possible. So I'm going to make an updated video explaining what this project is, and hopefully clarify as much as I can, all the important stuff. And I will link this video in all future videos. So, the first thing I want to clarify, you do not need to mod your Nintendo Switch. You do not need to mod it at all. Do not worry, it's not a mod, it's not a ROM hack. This was all done on a vanilla Nintendo Switch 2 and a vanilla Nintendo Switch. And that's right, I have two Nintendo Switches for this. Now, I'm sure you've got questions about why I have two Nintendo Switches, but all will be explained in the presentation. I just want to clarify as well that if there are any questions you have still by the end of this, that is because I'm saving it for the big presentation. If I tried to explain everything, this video will probably be 30 minutes to an hour, maybe more than that. That presentation is made by me, made by me, and my goal with that presentation is to explain everything about this project in as clear and as concise as possible, because there is a lot to this project, and again, it's all in vanilla, so that is why I need to make sure that that presentation is as high quality as I can make it, because I don't want any confusion with that presentation. I don't want the comment sections to be filled with questions and confusion about the project. So making it as clear and as concise as possible is important. And that is why I don't really want to talk about too much in this video, because a lot of it will be explained in there. And a lot of it is very wordy if I'm not careful. And I don't want it to be wordy. I want it to be simple to understand. So yeah, any questions you may have at the end of this, again, just please be patient. Please be patient. So anyway, this is island number 1, and this is made on the Nintendo Switch 2. This is Prize Pond, the giveaway island. As you can see here, it's still a work in progress. All of these islands are still a work in progress. So Prize Pond is a giveaway island. Now, this event, when the island is done, will last 12 months, or in other words, a full year. When the event is over, it will be uploaded to Luna's Dream thingy-mabob. You know, when you sleep in the bed, you know, you're greeted by Luna, you can visit Dream Islands. This will be uploaded to that. Once it has been uploaded, this island will be deleted, and then I will restart on another save for the third island. That is how I'm doing this, because I'm not buying 3 Nintendo Switches to have 3 islands. At the very least, I've got 2 Switches, because, you know, one of the islands I do need to keep. I don't want to delete it. So, this one will be uploaded to Luna's Dream before I delete it. And yes, even when it has been uploaded to Luna's Dream thingy, it won't disappear even with a restart. It will be saved permanently to the servers. I'm not as emotionally attached to this island, especially because after the event, this island will be just literally, you know, decoration for the most part. So that is why I'm uploading it to the Luna's Dream thingy before deleting it. I'm not emotionally attached to it. That said, when I upload it, I will be hiding froggy chairs around, so, you know, if you want to visit the island, for history's sake or whatever, you've got a little bit of a fun game. You can go find the froggy chairs. But anyway, the other 2 islands are a lot more interactive. They are way more interactive, and I do want to keep them. I don't want to delete them, because I want to be able to update them and stuff. So yes, that is why this island is going after the event. But you can still visit it on the Luna's Dream thingy. So those 2 other islands, I don't want to go into detail about what they are, because they are very technical. They are very technical, still made in vanilla, but they are just very technical and wordy, and I really don't want to explain them here, because it will be a lot to comprehend, and I don't have the time right now to try and condense it down. That is the whole point of the presentation, to give me time to condense it down. So I won't go into detail about those 2 islands, but I promise you those ones are the really exciting ones. Those are the really exciting ones. And and those that are following the project on my Discord server, that the Discord server will be linked in the description if you want to see the progress on those 2 islands. The people that are following the project do know about the 2 islands and about what they are, and they are very excited for those 2 islands. I've seen quite a few Animal Crossing New Horizons players on my Discord server for this project. Very excited for those 2 islands, and rightfully so, because they are very unlike a lot of islands. But yeah, that is the general gist of this island, and of course those other 2 islands will be explained later. So I've covered that you don't need to mod it. This is all made by me. I've covered that. As far as I'm concerned, I think that's all the main bullet points, to be honest. Oh, that's it. Then there's one other thing I do want to bring up. So, whilst there are 3 interactive islands, with the last 2 being the most interactive, this is also, and more importantly, this is also a what-if ending for the game. This is set at the very end of the game's timeline. So this isn't canon, but if you want it to be, you can. There are elements of this project that are being made outside of the game, and one of those things I can mention is obviously the what-if part. So I'm writing short stories that are what-if endings for the game, so giving conclusions to characters that I felt lacked the resolution that they deserved. So this might be exploring Lava's fear of bugs from Wild World. I'm bringing that back, recontextualizing it for New Horizons, because there are a lot of people that never played the older games and they aren't aware of Lava's fear of bugs. They don't know why he has a fear, because Nintendo never bothered to include it in this game. And of course it was in Wild World, so I'm going to be bringing that lore into New Horizons and incorporating it and recontextualizing it to offer a brand new story. And there are other stories I'm going to be doing. Again, these are all done outside of the game. These aren't done inside of the game. These are going to be just completely optional. And there are other things I'm doing outside of the game as well, but again, I don't want to spoil them. You have to wait for the presentation. But I think that's everything. I think that's everything that you really need to know right now, because again, everything else is going to be in the presentation in greater detail. So, I will leave you guys there. If you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments, but I'm hoping this will be the definitive way to know what the project is on a basic level. But, do you want to say goodbye to everyone, Froggy? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see you later. Just so you know, it's not 6th of June right now. I time travelled, because right now it's snowing on the island, and I didn't like that. I don't like snow. Snow is cold. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Bye.